I hope you can see me. Let me check my computer. Happy Monday. There we go. Okay, I can see myself. Yay. Okay, I got some good news and some bad news. the Let me give you the barrel bad news. Okay. If then I'll know if the death wheel comes on. Um. Well, on Mondays I'll be able to come live because I do elementary school and they get out at 1. So I went to the store already. I heard everything. I got out. It's cool. I'm really, I'm a little real sad because the Rams lost last night. But I think that was a setup because next Super Bowl, um, next Super Bowl. Hi, Marlene. Um, well, kind of it's on this channel, so you kind of have to hear it. Next Super Bowl, next year Super Bowl 2027, it's gonna be here in LA again. So I think that was a setup to for the Rams to, you know, go all the way or whatever. But anyway, so that's the sports stuff. So I'll be back on this Sunday. There's only the Super Bowl left. And guys, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm not too excited for neither of the teams. I'm like I live in both of the cities and well not in Seattle but in Washington State. Eh. And my old alma mater, Washington State, was rooting for the Seahawks. Well, I was like, "Go Rams and go Cougs," because that was my old alma mater. I went to school at my bachelor's. I got my from Washington State University, not University of Washington. That's in Seattle. Washington State. That's in Pullman. Anyway, so here's the bad news. So remember on Saturday I came live like 3 times. In the first video, I did manage to record like around 40-ish minutes. I actually went over that, but then the Death of Will came on. Um, and I was recording, but you weren't able to see me, so I stopped it. And then I came back 2 more times and it was doing the same thing. And I noticed there was a little bit of wind. So the wind was like throwing the internet off. So I erased those things. And remember, I was telling you that YouTube didn't like me that day? Well, I was looking last night too. I was like, how many people looked at the first live on Saturday? Guys, I can't find it. Excuse me that my brother is bumping some music. He doesn't know that oh, there we go. Lower it down. I'm live. Sorry, yeah, he's like my next door neighbor now. Or maybe he was anyway, but so that's the bad news. I was trying to look to see where is it. Somehow the YouTube deleted it because I remember I saw that it was still processing and some people had looked at it. And that was when I swatched the student grade. You remember the student grade cool palette? I'm not gonna do it over again. That's why I said that's sort of like bad news because I'm not gonna reswatch it. I already did the one that the one that I showed you in your shorts was actually the artist palette, and I was unable to swatch it for you guys live. So that's what the bad news is. Like I'm not gonna redo them. If somehow they appear, the live reappears on YouTube at some in the near future, I'll let you guys know. But the one on Saturday, the only one, the first video that I did, the first live, yeah, and I can't find it anywhere. It's not under my lives. So YouTube must have deleted it. It's what I think. Because I didn't delete it. I deleted the 2 other attempts. And I make sure because that one was already down, like processing. But yeah, so you're not going to have, there's no footage anymore of me swatching neither of those Paul Rubens palettes, but one is a student grade and one is an artist grade. And the artist grade is the one that I did record the 3-minute short. The other one, I did not, and I swapped the palettes now because I like the other nice little purpley one, and the lilac palette is now the student grade. I swatched the inside of it because I didn't like somehow the other one was speaking to me better, so I swapped the insides of it. So yeah. Anyway, so that's the bad news. The If you ever have a question on that, I'm gonna do a part room pretty soon, probably in the first week of February. I'm gonna do a video showing you my Paul Rubin collection, artist grade, student grade. I have a lot of student grade, and I only have like 2 professional. That's it, or 1 or 2. That's basically it. They're very affordable, and that's because usually in the middle of the end of January, the middle of February, like beginning of February, they do a really good sale on Amazon because of the Chinese New Year, because they're Chinese. So yeah, so that's kind of what I saw last night. I was like, oh my god, I was kind of upset, but because I noticed, I'm like, how come nobody's commenting on that? And then I went to look at like late last night after I was heartbroken. I was actually very upset about the Rams not winning, but anyway. So I also did not swatch this because I wanted to swatch this. I think Saturday night I had plenty of time in my room studio, and I swatched this Paul Rubin, the one that I wanted to swatch you that day on Saturday, but I couldn't because it was just not cooperating. The acrylic, this we're gonna use this today actually. So we're gonna do some abstract, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna also, these little bottles, they're so cool, and they're on sale. They're still, I do believe I got them on either Paul Rubin's site or Light Wish. I do believe it was Light Wish, and they're like $13.99 now. I got them for $14.99, and they were 20 originally, so I'm glad I waited. So I want to try this glass bead gel. So we're gonna do some abstract, and we're gonna like use some of this pen and actually use some of my, oh well, this is Marlene, we're gonna do some work from this one. We're gonna do some abstract also on here. This is the lilac palette that I didn't swatch because that on Saturday. So I got 3 colors and I put them down here, and look, they granulate beautifully because I added alcohol. Now my good old alcohol. They originally didn't granulate, but now they did. So I want to use some of my Lumos pens to kind of like the Japanese nib to make some marks and stuff like that. And yeah, so we'll see. But so yeah, this is 50% cotton, cold press, but not. I think I remember the one that you were asking me yesterday. I do believe is either I swatch on this, which is mixed media, which is kind of like a Bristol. It's actually Bristol mixed media is neither cold or hot. It's actually just smooth paper. So either I swatched this, but I do believe what you were asking me, I swatched it on my Rosa. Get this one. If I say my Rosa Gallery, this is cold press, but it's very smooth. I do believe this is cold press. I don't remember, but I can feel it. It's cold press, and it's really hard. So I think that's what you were asking me. Where did I swatch it? And then I just remember late last night. I'm like, oh, okay. I must have swatched it on my Rosa. If it's this one, mixed media, this is smooth paper, but it's 100% cotton, and it's my mixed media. So yeah. If you look at the video, if I don't, cause yeah, I have over 1,000 video now with the lives and video. So yeah, I'm not gonna remember. But I do this. I'm 100% sure this is cold press. I don't remember the palette that you were like, oh, where did you swatch it? I was like, I don't know. But I only have certain places that I swatch. Mixed media, like I said, is neither hot or cold. It's just smooth paper. So this is like this one. This is craft paper. It's neither smooth or hot. It's just Bristol paper. I mean, it's just craft paper. It's kind of, it's not cotton. It's just craft paper, and it's hard. It's like, see. So yeah. So I think I have a lot of paper, and like I said, unless you that's why I'm a curious person, but unless you try it yourself, is yeah, it's difficult sometimes. My preference is always hot press. I love me some hot press. I do tend to periodically like the cold press. It's extremely smooth, like extra, but in or mixed media, there's 100% cotton. It's my favorite. But yeah, but this is my favorite for acrylics. And yeah, this is the Dana Wakley craft, just a regular size. I think this is 8 by 11 and a half, something like that. And we did remember some gouache on here, and now we're gonna do some acrylics. um let's see, I think for this one I do want to tape it just to see how it looks. But I'm not a fan of taping stuff. But I just want to see. Oh Lord, you know what, so maybe this one like this. So yeah, we're just gonna go all out. I was gonna do this last night, but I was like, okay, never mind. You know what, I'm just gonna how should we do this? Nope. Yeah, I want to leave it like that. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna do it the way it's kind of intuitive. So I don't want to waste it. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, see? It will tear it. Look at that. That's correct. Okay. So kind of like this. It doesn't, this is a sketchbook, so I ain't tripping about it. Okay. So we're gonna go in with, not with the part, that's for a lesson. Wait. I'm doing the live here. All right, so I have these three. Can I? Okay. So the white titanium, Besenzo, blah, 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 and naphthol. This you've seen before on my big one. You've seen it before. So we're just gonna go all in because I want to test these. I already know how they are. They're really good. They're golden artist acrylics, heavy body, because heavy body, la soft body are my favorite. they go, a little goes a long way. And yeah, I'm not gonna mix. I'm gonna leave this outside, the yellow. I'm not gonna mix it because it'll turn green and I don't want it to be green. So I don't want it to be green. But yeah, so, and then I have some white because you know the rule of acrylics, gotta use some white to make them pastel. This is how I learned how to mix. I didn't actually, and I actually didn't learn how to mix in watercolor. That's why I don't tell you guys. I don't tell you guys because I don't mix myself. So we're just gonna add a little bit of water, not too much. And I have this brush. This is a mixed media, the 6 Velvet Touch Princeton brush, flat. So because I don't want it to hold a lot of paint, so it doesn't. Okay. So it does not. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna go in with the yellow because I don't want it. I do not want it to mix with the. Well, I'm gonna try my best not to mix it. I can't guarantee it with the red because it would make like greens, and I actually want it to stay yellow. I'm feeling this color, so I'm gonna try my best only to mix the white with the red, but not to mix the yellow. So I want the yellow to stay yellow. Yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be so nice. I can. You don't know how, like, this craft paper makes me wanna get my acrylic. I supposed to be doing acrylics, you guys. We're in winter, but I have not done that because I've been feeling my wash. I've been wanting to oil paint. Oh my god. It's just that's why I'm like, that's why I come on here because it takes the edge off. And I figure you guys want to see it because I don't do, as you can see, I don't do what other people do. I kind of go with the flow with my feelings, and I don't give a damn. That's what I, that's my thing. But yeah, it's kind of sad that the video, the live, um, that happened. But I mean, what you gonna do? You know, maybe at some point later in the year. Actually, I have 2 weeks off. Yeah, I just kind of go with the flow, Marlene. I don't overthink it. I don't overthink it. When I do, that's why I do abstract. You want to know the reason I do abstract? It's because I don't overthink stuff. I just do it. Everything else, like, that's why I try. I've been wanting to do collage, but it's holding me back because I got a feeling like I have to think about that, and I don't want to. I don't want to. When I in the acrylics, I just, it's playful for me. It's really playful. So I don't think, I just kind of do it, and then um it looks like a mess, but then, right, something interesting arises from it. And that's kind of where I, that's kind of like the thing of of this channel. That's why I tell you guys, don't worry about it. Just go with your instinct, go what you like. You know, this is what I like, but you know, and trust me, something good is gonna show up. And yeah, okay, I think I'm done with the yellow. um this is gonna be, I warn you this right now, if people watching in the replay, this is gonna be everything but the kitchen sink. I'm telling you that right now. I think we're gonna have an early spring. The hound dog is this weekend, so I think, I am pretty sure, because California or oranges, we've been eating oranges. I'm actually gonna do a still life of, like, not a still life, but an oil painting and actually oil. Um, But first I want to do it, I'm going to practice it here in this book. You're going to see it here first on an abstract here of kind of like the watercolor that I showed you from years ago. So I'm going to do an updated version about that, but first in acrylics here. And then I'm going to do it in oils and in small frame oil of a branch of my orange tree. Yeah, because I think it's time. I want to see how it looks in oils. I've already did it in watercolor, so I might do it in here in gouache and not acrylics, because I actually find gouache uh, more interesting than the way it moves. It just reminds me of oil paint versus acrylic. No, because I always gotta hurry up because it'll dry. Acrylics will dry on you fast, so that's why I only do acrylics in winter, because in the summertime you'll suffer. It'll dry real fast, like in minutes, you guys. In minutes. You see that? Woo! See that? Mm. Okay, now this one. See how we left a little. There we go. This one we're gonna mix. Woo! We're gonna mix this bad boy. Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? I've been singing this song. I don't know why. Reminds me of my childhood, I think. Then we're gonna do some marks around here. You see that? I am loving it. You're like, what in the world is she doing? Trust. Trust me, you. And believe it or not, this side is, look at, it's almost I paint thickly, but if this was thin, it'd be dry already. So we're gonna give it a minute, okay? Well, that dries, which it should be like 5 minutes, because we're gonna add some glass beads to some of them, and then we're gonna add some Paul Rubin shimmer. Not very much, but some, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. And then we're gonna disclose the tape. We're gonna let it dry. So now we're gonna let it dry for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna do something else. I actually was gonna get out, but I don't know where they are. They're near me, but I don't know where exactly, and I don't want to like take stuff down. My paintings. So we're just gonna play around with the ones I do have at my disposal, which is this one. It was very interesting. The one that we did last week. So, remember I told you that the Japanese nib, all you gotta do is like wet it. Wet it again. Watch. And see, boom, it comes back to life. I kid you not. Woo! Okay. So, I want to do some, let's see. What should we do? looks like a little glacier, huh? Okay. No, because I want, no. I'm gonna do this at the end, because then if I do it now, well, because this is black ink. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to do some marks, but with black, I almost have to plan it in my head, because I don't like doodling like that. But so let me put a little bit of this tape, the other one, because I don't want it to move. Ooh, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm only gonna tape this bad boy from the edges that it's already taped, actually. This bad boy, what you gonna do? People probably in the replay are like, this crazy ass woman. I know. I was with little kindergartens today. This week is gonna be all kindergartens close to my house. Okay. That's okay. Because we're gonna get into this. Ooh, I don't want to stencil it. Oh yes, we are gonna stencil it, but this is a new stencil that it's in one of my let me get it. It's in this one. Remember, I haven't gone back to my jelly plate, but it's in this one. I saw it the other day and I was like, oh yeah, I want to use that. I'm telling you, I've been feeling spring. Look at this. How about that? And it's the exact same size. I think this is the only stencil that is on here. Might be another. No, it is the only one. But I was like, and the one that I have not used, the one that has the is the Joyful Journal kit. And then I noticed the other stencil, the big one, not Tim Holtz, the other one. I have actually more stencils that I have not used. But we're not gonna stencil. We're not gonna go like crazy today. No, we're not gonna do that. I was looking because you know how Denise Love. Hi PJ. You know how Denise Love like tells you, oh, go buy the little stencils and they're like $50. Don't do that. Just get the old jelly plates. You could get them on eBay or Walmart, just like I did. Remember in the last summer, and the beginners. Oh my gosh, it has so many nice stencils and like little ones and big ones. So this is just look at that. So we're gonna do this big one only. We're not gonna do these little ones. We're gonna go. Yeah, just that big one. Yeah, just that big one, and then well, we're gonna do it here. Just this big one. And we are gonna do it in rose gold. Rose gold. And then once we do this, we're gonna we're gonna do some cool marks. So this I learned the hard way. This actually is from Primacryl Rose Gold. A little goes a long way. So So I'm not gonna put a whole lot because we're not gonna stencil that. We're just gonna stencil a little bit today. And then we're gonna do our, like our marks. Yeah, when I looked at this piece, I was like, oh, you know what? This is a good piece to experiment, like with marks and stuff like that. Needs a little bit more. Actually, this is kind of looking bronzy. That's what I don't like. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this, of my paste, my yummy gold paste. There we go. And that's all it needs. This is, oh, lifesaver. That's last me a little cosol. Oh yes, yes. This is exactly what I needed. And it's gonna mix with that rose gold in the outside, and which is kind of what I want. And then it's gonna be like the sun kissed it. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna get, believe it or not, we're gonna get some of my favorites. And we're gonna make some cool marks. Ah, very nice. I don't know what kind of flower is this. What is it? It's from the Jelly Arts. I don't know. I have no idea, but I did notice it and I was like, oh, cool. Finally, a botanical of some sort. Let's see. I'm trying to think because I don't want everything on this stencil. I do not. Hi, PJ. Okay. I'm thinking, you guys. I'm thinking. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna stencil this. The honeycomb. And I'm gonna leave it with rose gold. Ah. Ooh, Lord. For whatever reason, I feel like it's gonna look super nice. I was gonna do the dots, but I'm tired of the dots. I like this one as well. This is a good one, the little honeycomb. Woo. Look, it's gonna look like it's in prison. Yeah. So I'm not gonna re-stencil the. We're just gonna kind of go around. Ooh, this is so nice to stencil. Oh, sorry to hear that, friend. PJ, hope you're, yeah, I noticed a lot of people were getting the flu. Remember, I got the flu back in October. It was really bad. And there was something in the air as well. So I think maybe the rest of the people had caught on it. And I think fam got sick around that time that I did as well. Like right after that. It's kind of weird. But yeah. That's off to you, my friend. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good. Everything's good in my land. I'm just getting back to the swing of things of like Oh, working all that. Ah, you see that? Okay, cool. So this is what I mean, like our honeycomb. So I'm gonna keep honeycombing away. I love honeycombs. I love it. And the reason I did it in this, it's because I wanted, oh, that's the only thing I don't like about these stencils. This one particular, that it doesn't lay, but it's good enough. Okay. Very cool. Ah, our honeycomb says in prison. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm always in a good mood, believe it or not. um, it's just sometimes I have a lot on my plate, but yeah, if I come on here, I'm already in a good mood. Um, because I like doing art. That's kind of why the reason I do art, to feel even better, to feel more amazing. Art makes me feel that way. That's why I do stuff by feeling, because that's why it makes me feel that way. And if I don't feel it, I ain't doing it. All right. So we honeycomb it away. I think we need one more over here. Maybe nah, it doesn't. Maybe I overdid it a little too much. What you guys think? But my acrylics, oh, it's gonna look so nice. So okay, we're gonna do some of our pants. Where's the other one? The white one? There it is. And then some of our favorite. Uh, one of our favorites is what? I don't know. I don't know why I like doing dots, because I told you it makes me feel like really good about things. So jotting away. Oh, I like that. So we're not gonna do too much actually, because now I stenciled it already. So what's there to do if I stenciled it, right? I like leaving that little thing on there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna add silver actually. I'm gonna add little poppies in here. I don't know what type of flower this is, but it reminds me like some sort of desert flower that we have around here, that it blooms most of the year. I don't know, but it sure does. It really does. Yeah, I should have just honeycombed it one side and not the other, because now I can't. I have to wait until it, yeah, until it dries. That's okay. You live and you learn. I do like it, but it's like only so much I can do now. Darn. Where's my white one? Where's my white one? Where's my white one? No, all we gotta do is do dots because it already kind of looks complete. But on the other one, I can't wait to put glass beads on it. Yeah, it's okay. It didn't turn out the way I wanted, but it's fine. It's just practice. That's all there is. Okay, I know. Now I'm gonna try this thing. Oops. I'm gonna put a little border on it. Okay. Oh, we should do oh, look at it. See, it's acrylic. Since the surface was dry, the stencil's already dry. Okay. We're actually done with this piece. I don't know what else to do with it. But I am gonna do I do have we're gonna do the rib edges. I have actually I have a ruler. I have a ruler. Where's my ruler? Okay. Lost my ruler somewhere in my room. Where is it? I think I had put it somewhere in the back. Hold on. I have a edge ruler, but this is dry already, see? So I don't know if I should do that. You guys, I'm gonna be brave and do it. Yeah. I do need I have a rip. If I want it like this. It took some of my other one. That's the only thing about this. It doesn't. I do have a ruler, but I don't know where is it. I moved them somewhere because they kept. Oh well. It still look nice. Yeah, it's the other way. It's the other way. It would have been perfect with my ruler, but nothing is perfect in this world. Ooh, see? When it's not good paper, it will do that. This is 50% cotton, so it kind of like tore some of the... Yeah, it's okay. This is just a practice piece, you guys. So that's why Maria experiments. That's why she experiments. I do have a ruler that I can tear, but I don't know where it's right now. But with the little honeycomb, I thought, ooh. Lord. It is kind of fun, you guys. I must say, I haven't done this in a while. At least not with my own pieces, but eh, it is what it is. But I can use it for collage. Look at it. It's okay. And you can keep tearing. See? I actually gonna keep this in collage on it. Collage with it. But I do have my... Wow, it does give it like a rusty look. It does. Ah. Oh, I could put it on my wood pieces, some of it. Yeah, bet you didn't think about that. I can actually tear it in half if I want to. But I'm gonna leave it like that because I do like the way, so yeah, the way this looks. Oh, cool. 50% cotton on the end, yeah. I went all overboard with the stencil. That's kind of what I did, but I would use it with some wood pieces and then probably add more stuff to it and stuff like that. But yeah, for now, this will work. All right, let me go get my other stuff. Here's the main event of the day. So I think, okay, this is dry. This is not dry. But we're gonna add. Hi, Auntie. Yeah, I actually I didn't like it, Marlene, but I do like it with like an actual, yeah, piece. But it does give it a different look for sure. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. So we're gonna add some glass bead. Some glass bead gel from Golden. I'm so excited for this. This is my, I have a feeling, ooh, I'm gonna love this. Oh, and see, so we're just gonna smear all over it. Yeah, it's glass bead. I just found out about it and I was like, where have I been? It's another medium. Where this has been my entire, the other medium that I do use is it's the how do I say it? It is the modeling paste. I love modeling paste, and that's how I build it up to do fast oils. So once it's bone dry in acrylics with the modeling, because it's water based modeling place, then I put the oil paint on it and it dries like in 5 days, 3 to 5 days, really quick, instead of waiting months, weeks at a time. So yeah, always experiment and you'll find new nuance into your art. So that's how much the lid had enough. So because we're gonna have to wait until dry, and now I'm gonna add, we're not done. This is everything but the kitchen sink. We I'm gonna, oh, it does dry pretty fast and it's kind of grainy. It's kind of grainy. you guys, just to let you know. Oh, okay, cool. That's always I used to do that for fun in the circles too, but now I do this for fun. But when you're sick, you know. Yeah. Ah, okay. Okay, now we're gonna add our Paul Rubin, not too much though. Our Paul Rubin acrylics and metallics. So we're gonna mm, okay, this not everything I'm gonna use. We're just gonna use two of them. We got these, so I'm gonna use the Paruben Flash Yellow and the Paruben Flash Pro just to see how. And yeah, this opens like that. So I'm just gonna add just some, and it's very similar to the heavy body, very similar, you guys. I'm just gonna just just to give it a whirl, um, you know, just another dimension, and I don't have to use my brush. Every time I don't gotta use my brush, that's a good thing in Maria's book, because Lord, and that's why I'm using this brush anyway, so I don't have to wash it much. It doesn't really retain the paint inside the Bristol, so. And it's a very similar color to our golden paint here that we have. I'm just gonna, ooh, I can feel the graininess of the glass bead, which is kind of good. Okay. And this is why I bought them, so I don't have to do much of a cleanup. I just kind of go like that in the squeezy bottles, and I'm good. Just get a little rag, and that's it. Boom. Done. They're 60 millimeter. Now we're gonna put some of this and mix it with this glass bead. Oh, you guys, you don't know how much fun I'm having. It's very fun. And all I'm doing this because I wanted to see how everything kind of works. The gel is also water based, so. And we can do the circles. This one I'm gonna leave it because I feel like it's like perfect. Perfection. That's why when you guys sometimes tell me that, oh, how did you do that? This is it. A lot of times I don't pick up my brush. Not in oil or acrylic. I try not to actually. Because I like using my tools actually. And however it comes out is the way it is. Look at, look at. Look at Marlene. I can do my rose. And hopefully our friend doesn't copy it. She don't got no squeezy bottles. You don't know who we're talking about. Okay. Look at that. Wow. Impasto. This is kind of what it looks like, huh? Like impasto. Yeah? Impasto is like thick paint. Very thick paint. Okay, so some of a glass bead has dried and I can feel it. And it's like um so you can feel that it's grainy. That's the glass bead right there. So I am going to get my brush now and give a couple brushes here and there. Not too much, because this is not what this is. This is pure experiment right here. Pure experimental. Right here. Now I could have waited and dry it, put the glass bead, waited and dry it, and just add more layers with any type of pen. I'm gonna do that next with our acrylic pens and try them out here. I really like this Dana Waitley craft. I liked this one better than the other surfaces one. That one is a lot of work. Like you have to work in it. It's like, and I have a couple more places I need to gesso it, and then I'm gonna be done with one. That one is, that's the only thing I didn't like about that. I was like, ugh. Well, I added too much paint here and too much glass bead apparently. But I could always take it off, like just by how do I say it? Oh, you'll see it right now. I'll scratch it off. So I still want to see that inside of it. So you get a little tool like this and you just kind of go like that. And you can still see the paint from the, because I still want to see the paint from the bottom. There we go. There we go. Thank you. This is how I paint in real life, PJ. Like oils and stuff. Yeah, this is where I get the ideas. If you ever wonder where did she get the ideas from oil paintings, from here, from this, from doing this experimentations. And then I'm like, oh, I don't pass everything to oil paint because that's expensive. No siree, I'm not gonna do that. So I do this where it's cheap, and then I pass a. Oh, okay. Let me look on my computer because I've and then to answer your question because I'm not, because I'm too busy, but I'm pretty much done. Yeah, you can mix, Auntie Chris. Yes, you can mix the glass bead medium into the paint as I just like doing it in layers. Play around with it first. Oh, no worries. Okay. Yeah, no worries. I'm actually done. My computer is right there, right next to me, and I did it because I was getting the death wheel. And I didn't know, Okay, we're gonna take off the paint, the tape. This is just Dina Wackley, the craft that a lot of crafters said that this was crap, and it's not. It's a really hardcore. This one, I started it this year. Uh, it's really good. If this is craft paper, just generic craft paper, not 100% con, nothing fancy, but I use it for this, like to, and see, it's starting to tear. It's so cheap that it will tear a little bit, but so I didn't put too much tape on it either because I didn't want it to do that, but that's okay. This is not my work. This is just experiment. So, and I normally use here gouache. See, and this is Famui. Didn't tear any of my watercolor paper. So this is, you can see how cheap this is. And this is, I was reusing this tape. So it shouldn't now tear it, but the fact that it teared a little bit makes you think. So just use it to like a real sketchbook, like a real. But yeah, look at the glass bead. Look at all that glass bead. Do you guys see that? This is glass bead right here. Look how it shines, you guys. Correct. Well, see. Da-da-da. And yeah, very interesting. So glass bead. I'm gonna use my little glass bead medium with acrylics. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna have to use another pen here. Another alcohol. Yeah, because I can't see it. It's so cool. And it dries really fast. The stuff that you see is a Paul Rubin acrylics. I actually, if you want to layer, and we're gonna try, because this is, I'm telling you, this is an experimental type of, look at, this is what I did with gouache. And I'm gonna, this is an actual, this is all craft, see? So I plan to do a lot of experiments in here. And if you want to layer, like instead of using traditional acrylics, you can use acrylic gouache and it dries matte. That way you can layer. But this looks pretty cool. I used these colors because I was in the mood for these colors. So I did it. You smear first and then I let it semi dry. And then I added the glass bead and everything. So because I wanted to see how the glass bead reacts, but yeah, it's super shiny and it's grainy. It's very grainy, like sand. Yeah, bye. No, mom, I'm actually done. So yeah, have a good day, PJ. But yeah, because I have to. But yeah, this is all I have for you guys. Like not very long, because I just wanted to come on here and do a little something, something. And I did. So this is pretty cool. And I hope you guys like this. And hopefully this is not erased. And I'll see you guys in another live. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you all. Yep, come by, Auntie, Chris, anytime you like. Thank you.